Ultimate horror movie tier list. Okay. Oh my. Okay. Well, I have no time to do this. I'm only gonna do the ones that I've seen. The rest we're just gonna leave. Wow, I have not seen like any of these. Okay, I've seen this one. This one is actually really good. Eyes Without a Face. Eyes Without a Face is wild. Eyes Without a Face. That's not it. There we go. Okay, this is, I think, a French movie, and it is pretty good. It's very basic and simple, but I think it works. It kind of works to its advantage. I think A is a pretty good spot for that. I have not seen like any of these. I thought I've seen horror. Blair Witch Project. Blair Witch Project is another movie that is really interesting. The budget for this movie was like $30,000, and that's the remake. Okay, I'm talking about the original one. There we go. This one was really interesting. Yeah, it was more $60,000 and made $200 million back. That's kind of crazy to me. I more respect it than I do like it, so I think it maybe C works. The Shining. The Shining is the movie that got me into horror. Shining is the movie that kind of shaped who I was, because I watched that movie really at a really young age, and it kind of scarred me. So that one kind of has a special place in my heart, for sure, because that got me into a lot of really screwed up things. Midsommar. I love this movie so much. I think it's probably in my top 10, actually. I don't think it's the best movie ever, but I think it is really interesting. I could talk about this movie forever, so S. Shaun of the Dead is not a horror movie, but it's funny. And that's kind of all it really has going for it in terms of horror movie. Because this is an ultimate horror movie. I mean, as a movie, I think it's pretty good. As a horror movie, no, not even close. Halloween. I actually just saw Halloween for like the first time, and it is like pretty decent. I think it's good. Not amazing, but it works. And the fact that it was like, again, a $30,000 budget movie, I think it works perfectly fine. I just can't believe a whole franchise spawned out of that. The Lighthouse. I haven't seen this movie in a while, but I'm going to put it in A. I think this movie is really good. I really want to rewatch it. I don't really have a reason for putting it in A, but I mean, it's The Lighthouse. Jaws. Jaws I have not seen in a very long time, but I say A is like pretty good. I think it's good. I haven't seen it since like freshman year of high school, which was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Us is pretty good. I don't think it's as good as Get Out, but I think it works. And Jordan Peele is just master at horror. So, I mean, I showed this to my parents. They liked it. I mean, I think Jordan Peele is just a good starting horror. Like for people who are just getting into horror, I think Jordan Peele is, you can't go wrong with him. Get Out is like S tier. I can't deny that. It's genuinely one of my favorite movies. It's probably, I don't even have to explain. Hereditary. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Hereditary is really good. I like Midsommar more, but I think Hereditary is just really interesting. And I really want to read the screenplay, because I heard it gets really interesting in the screenplay. Alien is good. I don't think it's amazing, but I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna put Shaun of the Dead there. Alien in the middle between Shaun of the Dead and Us. Alien's good and I respect it a ton, but I don't think it's like amazing. There is Carrie. Carrie is really good. I would say A, just because Brian De Palma is a really interesting director. He's just, you pair like Stephen King, which is one of the most like screwed up horror writers, and you pair him with like Brian De Palma, which is one of the most screwed up directors, and you have just like this movie that just feels wrong, and I think it works. Also, I forgot The Thing. The Thing is like B. I mean, I personally didn't connect with it, but I wanted to. It's hard to like figure out where I left off. Doctor Sleep. Doctor Sleep, I really like. I think Doctor Sleep, it's not as good as The Shining. You can't be as good as The Shining, but I think as a sequel to both the book and the movie, it works. It works really, really well. Dang, I have not seen a lot of horror movies. Hush. Hush is the next one. Hush is like okay. The end is really good. But I think this movie is fine. It's good horror, but there's no real substance to it, I guess I'm trying to say. Maybe there is if I look closer, but like, I don't know. I think the next one's It. It was good. I would say B. I think this movie is fine. It's good. It's not amazing. But it gets the job done. And I think, I haven't read the book, but I'm sure it's a pretty good adaptation. Where was it? Jeepers Creepers. I hate this movie. Not that it's bad. I think it's pretty, like, okay. The director is a creep, and I do not like that. This next one really The Conjuring. Okay, I can do The Conjuring. The Conjuring is good. I would say it is a B. I actually like the sequel more, which is kind of an unpopular opinion, but I think the sequel is, I prefer it more, but I think the first one is a better movie, if that makes sense. Like, I'm able to look over the second one's flaws because I just really like it. Is Gerald's Game really a horror movie? I mean, this movie's really good. Anything by Mike Flanagan, honestly, is really, really good. Guy doesn't miss, if I'm honest. American Psycho. What on earth is... I don't even need any justification. Shutter Island? Really? Okay, Shutter Island's pretty good. I do not think it's a horror movie, though. I might do a different one, honestly. The actual definition of trash. Okay, we're gonna go through... Okay, there's some new ones in here. Let's go. Let's start with... Ooh, okay, yeah, this tier list is a lot better. Let's just do this one. Okay. Nightmare on Elm Street. I watched this recently. I think it's brilliant. I think it's a really cool concept, and it's done really well. Quiet Place 2 is... It's alright. The first one is great. I don't really need any justification for that. Alien is good. I'm just gonna put this in like eh. Actually, I could probably delete this row. Okay, It Chapter 2. I'm gonna get some controversy, but like, it was good. I liked this one a lot more. I know it's a mess, and I know it has its flaws, but I really like the character work there. I don't know why, I just like it. Jaws, brilliant. Okay, interesting. They have the Hill House and Bly Manor. Okay, Hill House. Hill House was incredible. I could go on and on about this show. But this show, like, destroyed me. I think this show is brilliant, and anybody who's into horror needs to watch it. The same with Bly Manor. Bly Manor is an interesting case because people don't like it as much, and I don't think it's as good. But people hate Bly Manor, which is really interesting to me because I think Bly Manor is still really good. I don't know, I try to see positives in shows and movies, so that's just me. I am also going to get a lot of hate for this, but I have never watched Strange Things. I don't know, it's just not for me, and I can kind of tell. Morbius? Yeah, I don't need any justification. Whoops, where did that go? There it is. I lost it for a sec. Put it. Black Phone. Okay. I think this movie is great. People think it was like okay, pretty good. It gets better on rewatch. Since I rewatched it, it is actually like It's really good. And I'm fine with admitting that because I think people sleep on that movie. Nope. People think this movie is mid, and I think it's really good, but it is very confusing at places. Nope is not a horror movie, it is a sci-fi, but I think what it says about just our culture and how humans tend to essentially like glorify tragedy, I think that's really interesting, and I'm glad the movie tackled that. Oh, The Sixth Sense. Yes, I have missed this. This is really good. The Sixth Sense was probably one of my favorite horror movies before I saw all these. Actually, I saw The Shining first, but The Birds I have not seen in years. That is good. It is good, but it's not my favorite. It's an interesting idea. I just haven't seen it in a while. I need to rewatch it. I think we got everything. This is the final list. There is not much on there. But I kind of need to, watch more. You know what they say, you can't really like a content creator if you don't agree with every single one of their opinions. So this is my opinion, and this is fact, and your opinion is very, very wrong. Have a good night. So I've been thinking recently, what makes a horror movie? What defines it? Well, it's really all subjective. Some horror movies scream in your face, they grab you with an indescribable energy that leaves you with a feeling of coldness. Most horror movies shape people's fears, and some are hard to describe, but others are more natural. What scares me is the fear of the unknown, the things we don't see, not the jump scares that jump out at you at Mach 6 and make you scream. No. It's these moments. Most horror movies explore what it's like to be a human. They get in your head, they make you think about them for months after seeing them. It's Cole from The Sixth Sense looking at a graveyard telling us all we need to know. It's Jack slowly becoming more and more unhinged until he finally snaps. I've been thinking recently about what scares me, and it's not the big bad monsters in these movies. It's the moments of maturity from the filmmakers to step back and imply something rather than show it. That's real horror to me, and that's why I'm glad I was able to recommend some of my favorite movies of all time. I know it's late, but happy Halloween. Thanks for watching.